some biblical stories leave us maybe with some questions that, like, okay, he's righteous. He's declared righteous. But he did that. What is that to our Creator? What did he do? So one example is Noah. He's on the ark for a year, plus or minus, depending on how you're counting your years. And he gets off. He obeys the Torah, let the land rest, dedicate a harvest to the Lord, and then do what you will with it. So, what is that in-between year that you're supposed to leave your orchard untouched? The year that it's dedicated to the Lord? I have this question. So, I go back and I look. For the temple, your wine offerings, you are commanded to give offerings of your wine, the fruit of your vine. Okay, we don't have a temple. What did they do before that? The feast was celebrated and it was given to Abraham, or Abisha, now that I know. Exalted Father. The Father is exalted through this man. He is the king. Every man is a king of his own household, and he is a priest. He has a connection with the Creator. He's got that inroad. He's got that conversation going. He can get answers for you. So we have our answers. That 1 year that the harvest is dedicated to the Lord is set aside for your feasts, for your days of observance. So now, Uncle Noah, I view them as my uncles. These are my uncles right there. That's Unc Noah gets off of this ark, like closed up with the wife and the kids and their wives and grandbabies on the way, whatever's happening. He's organizing everything. He's got these burdens. He's making the covenant. He's observing the feast. And, he's planting that orchard. And how long has it been since he's had any wine? So he observes the feast, the appropriate dedication of wine, and his children are involved. They're like, we honor you. You are, if you read the book of Enoch, he is referred to as the Son of Man and the Son of God. So anybody in that lineage, that messianic lineage, and any of the chosen are considered sons of Elohim. So, you are the son of Elohim. You drink the wine. That's where the offering goes. This man been sober for over a year, and now he's drinking wine. Of course he's passed out with his wife drunk. You judgmental folk. I don't even want to hear or see you. So, that was just a little inkling in the back of my head that I received enlightenment about. A greater understanding, a deepening of understanding. It happens. What he did was not unrighteous. Noah was not a drunk. He was observing the appropriate feast with the appropriate offerings. And so when you plant your land, because you're supposed to take care of the land before you even build yourself a house. First you take care of the land. Stay in your caravan, stay in your tent, plant your orchards, get your garden going, take care of the land. animals, everybody's situated, then you take care of yourself. That, you just let it grow. Don't touch it. It's just babies. They need footing. They need to establish order. You know, the nitrogen in the soil. We need some beans over here. We need this to grow over here. And of course, the earth develops plants. If the deer are pooping and peeing up on the hill because there's a nice shady grove up there, and the pond at the bottom of the hill is thus filled with nitrogen and things like that, you will have cattails growing. You have all that happening. And when you go in and you till land, you plant land, nature has to keep up with it. She has to have the opportunity to respond to it, so that the entire palette, the mycelium, has to be developed to get all the right nutrients to all the right plants. The earth wants to help you, and she does this by growing what is needed to balance, create that balance in the soil. And so then your first priority is that harvest that is prescribed according to Torah for you to harvest to the Lord, dedicated to the Lord. That is for your wine, for feast days, your celebrations. And it even says in Torah, for Sukkot, for example, if you don't have a lamb to bring the money with you, and when you get to Jerusalem, buy what your heart desires, what is going to make your heart rejoice. And for some people, a little bit of wine, a little bit of cheese, some grapes, you know, my kid a new pair of shoes. I'm down at that level. I was like, my Kalabi. Say Kalabi, say hi. She needed shoes this winter. She was born for the desert. Her coat doesn't like stand up on end when she's cold and create that air buffer of a coat. Nope, it's nice and sleek and flat no matter the temperature. She's so cute. So, yes. Noah was not a drunk. Get over yourselves. Get over your taboo on alcohol. It's made to rejoice, to make the heart rejoice. And yes, they add toxic stuff to it. Be discerning. You go and you watch like little videos and stuff about movie stars. Oh, what is her name? A movie star got on and she was talking about her different personalities. If I drink tequila, this one comes out. She's got a name for them all. And I went through that phase. Something bad happened to me, and for 2 years I was drunk straight. About killed myself. But I knew, like, rum is my drink because it just makes me soft and welcoming and warm and everybody's friend. You give me Scotch whiskey, I'd be belting at you like the most foul, drunk-ass, old, vile man. They have spirits to them. That's why they're called spirits. So the wine is just going to be a little bit softer and of a gentler nature. So, but then you go to Proverbs, and I think it's the last proverb, a mother's prophecy to her son about giving hard alcohol to those who are suffering. You know, they've got a deadly disease. Let them drink. Let them get drunk. Like, it's the only good feeling they're going to have. And for the poor and oppressed, let them have their wine. It may be the only happiness they know in this life. Our Father He hates unrighteousness, but He loves His children even if they are acting unrighteously. So if He can have tender mercy shown to them while they're in their suffering, it's like the military. They get steak and lobster served. They're all like, oh, we're being deployed. Oh, we're going into active territory. The last meal for the one condemned to execution, before they bring them to the execution chamber, they ask them, what do you want for your last meal? Don't condemn that stuff, man. Be reasonable. Be considerate. That's the only joy they're going to know. They're about to be resurrected. They're going to be killed. They're going to die. They're going to be resurrected into an immortal form. There will be no end to that form and confusion that they're stuck in. Show them a little bit of love, a little tender mercy before they go off and do that, because they have served a purpose. They tested you. They proved you. They were the iron that sharpened you. They were the beast you conquered. They're the means by which you proved your worth. If you value your standing before our Creator, you will value what you met, what you climbed across in order to get there. Just one perspective. And always discernment, of course. Dude already drunk and fallen over. He don't need to give him a glass of water, call it vodka. He's good. He might wake up with less of a hangover tomorrow. At the same time, however, be nice. Play nice.